What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. My name is Dalibor, and this is a new segment that we're going to call Mindset Monday.
Mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
It matters. This is the operating system.
Yeah.
People spend more time updating their phones than updating their minds.
A big factor in me doing this daily thing, jump off January, is trying to get myself into the right mindset, right? It's a game of repetition, right? It's not about doing the one big thing one time, right? I think a lot of people at some point really strive to make that one single hit video, hit song, whatever it is, to make it, right? They want that jump. They want that shout out from somebody big. They want the one. In reality, it's not a one-off game. It's not shooting for one shot. Look at it in terms of sports. Any game is not one shot. It's not one play. You go again. Any game you play, you have to analyze what you're going up against and adjust. You might have one run at the defense and they got you and you don't get the score, but guess what? You're gonna go again. Gary Vee is a big inspiration. That's why I'm sampling him in this video. He has a single thing that he says, and it's the one at bat. But that's a clouds thing. That's a scope. That's a major overall scope. You have one at bat because you have one life. And as much as the 2012 or whatever it was YOLO movement was wrong, it was in part also right. You do only live once, so you have to make the most of it and you have to try. There is no deathbed repentance being like, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna be an entrepreneur now. I'm gonna follow that dream. I'm gonna do that thing. It's just not a thing that happens. But what does happen is you going out there every single day to do the thing you want to do. Once you decide what that is, once you figure out what that is, and that doesn't have to be a one-time thing, right? You could be into sports cards this year, and that's the thing you're doing, but that can change. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that anyone is restricted to one passion forever. I think there's kind of a silly idea out there in the ether that people have to find the thing, right? You have to find the one thing you're good at, and you're gonna do that thing forever, and that's the thing you're gonna pursue with all your might. And if you fail at it, you're just gonna go and have to resign and work for somebody else and do something that you don't enjoy. I think that's silly. I think you can enjoy more than one thing. You can have a passion for more than one thing, which gives you freedom. Because guess what? You can go and let's just say you're really into, I don't know, photography. You want to be a photographer and you practice at it and you do it and you go out and you execute and you grow it. And at some point it just doesn't feel the same anymore. But maybe you got into, during your photography, you maybe photograph someone that does clay pottery and that just seemed to move you in some way, and maybe that's where you go into. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be related. You don't have to go from photo to video. You don't have to have a specific path. There is no blueprint. The theys are always trying to put you in a box. They are your parents. They are your friends. They are people at work. They all you do this, right? That's your thing. Your thing is this. Because that's kind of how people talk, right? What's your thing? What are you into? They're looking for one simple answer, and there is no simple human being. In reality, we are all a myriad of things. So what I really want to focus on every Monday is getting your head right. And whatever that is, whether it's today and you just got to get today done and figure out the day, whether it's this hour, this minute, you get out of bed and it's rough, one foot in front of the other. If breakfast seems too big, deal with that once you get there. Right now, one foot in front of the other, that's all it is. To get the most out of life, you got to put your mind in the right place. And I know someone's going to be asking, where is the, what's the key, right? How do I get into that mind? You just put yourself there. There is no grand thing. There's no secret. There's no tea. There's no anything. You just say, hey, today I'm going to do this. And whether that's going to the gym, whether that's picking up a camera and recording something, whether that's drawing something, whether it's, I don't know, vacuuming. It doesn't matter. You decide in that day, that moment, to do that thing. And then you proceed. And I feel like mindset is talked about in these grandiose terms, right? Put yourself in the right mindset and you can succeed at life. For some people, it's tough to just get to the car in the morning and go to work. So I say you put yourself in the right mindset to just get your clothes on. Hey, right now, my goal is to get my clothes on. That's it. You put yourself in that mindset. You're not thinking of what's at work. You're not thinking of what's to come. Just right now, Do the thing right now that you need to do, that you want to do, and then deal with the next thing after that. Don't worry about 5 things, 10 things down the line. Step by step, you put yourself in the right mindset, and it will become easier. I mean, realistically, this stuff, last year, I was ready to call it. I put myself in the worst mentality. I put all this pressure on myself to like, oh, I was gonna do daily, like super produced stuff, and there was gonna be 2 days of travel videos every single week. And that's just like, even now saying it seems insane if you're not full-time. Obviously, there's people who do it, but they're full-time YouTubers. And I hated it. And that's why I was absent for a long time. But at the end of 2019, when I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go daily in January. And that's it. All I'm striving for is to go daily in January. And even with a little bit of a hiccup, we're 6 days in and hey, we're here daily. And going forward after that, who knows? We'll come up with a plan once we get through this. Doesn't matter what the next thing is. February is many days away. Right now, we're working on January. I want to make today's video. I want to make it the best video I can make it. And beyond that, there's nothing else I can do. I'm not dragging this 7 days or 31 days of baggage around every single time I sit down in front of the camera. It's just today's video. And today's video is about mindset. So as we opened with one, I'm going to leave you with another quote from Gary Vee that I think really poignantly covers this topic.
My friends, please understand that mindset is controllable in the same way that all our opinions are controllable.
And that is going to be it for today. Another short one, another simple one, but I think a big, big factor in everything that we do, from the most basic things to the most grandiose things, is mindset. Let's get it.